Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Bladewolf and I'm here to talk about motorsports and sim racing from a furry perspective. First of all, sorry for the delay for making these kind of videos. It's just that I've been pretty occupied with making some sim racing videos, especially if I've been doing a lot of streams of me participating in leagues, particularly the OVRC league for the Assetto Corsa Competizione. Now if this is over, let's get on with this topic. This week's episode, I will be talking about the sudden meteoric rise of George Russell after he stepped up to the Mercedes team for the Shakir Grand Prix after Lewis Hamilton had to pull out after testing positive for the COVID-19. From the moment George Russell had stepped into the car, he indeed impressed everyone after setting the fastest times in both Practice 1 and Practice 2, and then during qualifying he is only a hundredth of a second behind Bottas and only narrowly missing out on his first pole position of his career. Then came the race, where he had a fantastic start taking the lead away from Bottas, and then managed to hold on for the majority of the race. That was until when he had to come in during the pits during the safety car, which was ironically caused by James Aitken, who happened to be driving in George Russell's Williams car at this particular race. However, as George Russell made his pit stop, Mercedes made a horrendous mistake after mixing up his tyres with Bottas, after they were trying to do a double stack, and because of that, they had to bring him in again in order to replace the tyres with the correct tyres that he's supposed to be on. Not only that, also during the race, he unfortunately managed to pick up the puncture while he was fighting all the way back up and was catching the leader Perez during the race, before slipping back down again in the order. Despite all this disaster, he did manage to fight his way back all the way up to 9th place, scoring his first points of the season after a very impressive display of driving. And to be honest, I have to admit, this was probably one of the most emotional races I had to watch. Especially the fact me and my friends who were watching were all willing him on to score his maiden win after giving the best opportunity he can, given that Mercedes drive that's being the best car on the grid. But sadly, it wasn't meant to be, and as you can tell by looking at George Russell's reaction, he was understandably disappointed after losing the win twice in a race through no fault of his own. Looking back at the race, you have to say it was still a very impressive performance, especially the fact that, bear in mind, he only had 2 days to get used to the car. Especially the car that was actually slightly too small for him, but especially for him being 6 foot and Lewis Hamilton being 5'7". And not only that, he had to wear an even smaller shoe size in order to just to fit in the car. And not only that, he did even manage to outperform Bottas during the race, showing that he has real talent that should not ever be overlooked. So, what does that mean for George Russell himself? Well, the future certainly looks bright for the Mercedes prodigy, and I can certainly see him getting promoted to the Mercedes main seat in the near future, or at least a bigger team if given the opportunity. Despite the rumours, especially when everyone has been questioning Bottas' performance, especially after the poor race, I doubt that Russell will be able to take a step to the Mercedes for next season. As much as I would love to see him in that car for next season, especially if he does deserve it, however, both him and Bottas do have 1 year left of their contracts for their respective team, so I think they're very unlikely to change anytime soon, certainly not for next season, but possibly for 2022. Although Hamilton has not yet signed a contract, it is widely expected he will, thus ruling out for that possibility as well for taking over Hamilton's seat. My final thoughts on this is that George Russell has certainly got a promising future, especially given that with a right car he can truly showcase his talent and maturity, as well as soaking up the immense pressure that he's been put under, considering that he got thrown into the deep end. To me, this guy certainly would be a future world champion in my eyes, and I can't wait to see how that will unfold in the future. Anyway, I hope you do like this video. If you do, please hit the like and subscribe button on this channel. See you soon, and how you later. Awoo!